Stella, in the economic war room, we try and identify problems and then we come up with solutions. And that's what I love about your book. It intrigues me because you've identified a serious problem, something no one else is talking about, and then you come up with some solutions, what we can do about it.
That was the goal. Yes.
So that's what we do in the economic war room. We talk the bad, the good, and the beautiful. And we identify a problem, then we identify how to best address the problem, and then we talk about the beautiful things that can happen if we do the right thing, if we implement the solutions. And your book sort of follows that pattern. It shines a light on a serious problem and provides a way out and a ray of hope. So let's start with the bad. Tell us about loneliness.
Okay, well, I was looking for the common denominator, kind of the common thread that runs through all of the bad agendas. Instead of playing whack-a-mole with 100 different crazy, insane agendas out there, I was looking for what connected them all and what causes them, what gives them oxygen is this tendency to self-censor when we have questions about, the dangers that lie ahead. And, that gets, that self-censorship is induced through political correctness. And I look at political correctness, identity politics, and mob agitation as kind of the three-legged stool of tyranny. And together they form what I call the machinery of loneliness. And how it works is that, we all know instinctively that human beings are social animals. We absolutely need to connect with other people. In isolation, we can't survive. And the flip side of that is we have a real terror. I mean, a fear, intense, primal fear of being ostracized, of being cast out, of being rejected. And tyrants, totalitarians, whether they do it consciously or not, they at least know instinctively that the way to control people is first through inducing that isolation, which, is often done through demonization and demonization campaigns so that people shut up about what they believe, or they'll even lie about what they believe. And before you know it, you have kind of a public opinion cascade that's false. People are hiding what they really believe, and that creates what's called a spiral of silence. But as Hannah Arendt pointed out in Origins of Totalitarianism, her epic work, mid-20th century, tyranny absolutely depends on isolating people and creating that fear.
Well, the Bible actually talks about this. I mean, in Genesis 2:18, it's not good for man to be alone. And really, tyrants, I think you're right, because a drug gang finds the isolated person and picks them off and brings them into the drug gang. The Hitler in Nazi Germany did the same thing. And it's really, you said we're basically pack animals. I mean, that's what the book kind of describes. And how do you take out a pack animal? You isolate it and then you kill it. And that's what the lions do to the gazelles, right?
Yes, yeah. No, that fear is very easily exploited, and we're vulnerable to it. I think instinctively we all know, I didn't want to say anything because I was afraid I was going to offend. And, we understand how that works kind of instinctively, but we don't seem to have a conscious enough understanding of how these dynamics play out throughout society and can destroy civil society, as we can see that happening now.